Hey everyone, this is Eric back with Auto Replay on this 2008 Dodge Nitro, and I'm going to be working on doing a tune-up, basically replacing a spark plug. So let me show you what I got and we'll go from there. Alright, so basically I have an NGK part number ZFR6F-11G or 6987, and this is the V6 3.7 liter engine that's in this Dodge Nitro here. So I got a 4-pack and 2 more extra to do the 6, and I have some Antiseize lubricant that I'm going to be putting around the threads on the actual spark plug. Went ahead and grabbed my spark plug gap tool, and what I did, I got 2 of them here because it should be about 0.43. So I have 0.20 and 0.22, so I got 0.42, which is pretty close, and basically took these 2 so they're together, and open up one of these here. So work on that while I'm doing that on camera, right? And you get this out the way here, and basically you just take that tool and you put it right here between the electrode and the grounding strap, and just make sure that it slides in there nice. It's kind of hard to do with one hand right here, but I just went ahead and I checked all the gap, and I'm gonna make sure they're nice and tight anyway. And you don't want to bend too hard on this, you know what I mean, because you don't want to bend it out the way, but you just want to make sure that it fits nice and snug. I went and checked all of them already, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's pop the hood and get these replaced. All right, so if you don't know, the hood release is right here. You just pull it towards you and it'll pop the hood, which I already had the hood pop. So, and then kind of stick your finger, I think right in here there's like a little latch that you move towards the driver's side, and then you can pick this hood up. So, and then you put this hood latch, and I just put it right there. It was just sitting right in here. So basically we're gonna go ahead and start unplugging all of these. These are coil packs, and you have 3 on the driver's side here, 1 2 3, and there's 3 on passenger side also. So there's 1 right here, 2 and 3. Maybe kind of hard to see, but I want to go ahead and release the electrical connector from each one of these. Just push down right here and then just pull it out, kind of wiggle it a little bit, get out the way before I take these loose. This is going to be a 10 millimeter, so I like how these are done nowadays. They're so much simpler than versus what you used to have. Well, spark plug wires, and I mean, coil pack, exactly which one is going to have a misfire nowadays, so it's a lot more convenient. So just get my hand underneath this heater core hoses and going that way to get that one unplugged. And they're all kind of in order, so you don't have to worry about labeling them. I mean, where they'll kind of go back to. Wish this was like the Mercedes, you could lift it up some more. I don't think it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get a 10 millimeter ratchet and socket and go ahead and loosen those up, which I had that ready right here. And if you see, my tools are actually in storage because kids got power wheels, man. I mean, they're just lined up all over right now, and bicycles and stuff. So with Christmas, and so let me work on getting these loose, and then I don't know if I need to move that air box or not, but give me a sec. All right, so basically it's got a 10 millimeter socket on the ratchet. I'm gonna go ahead and break these loose by just turning it, and then what I'll do is I'll loosen them up by hand. But I want to first break them loose like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock these 3 out, get these coil packs out of the way, and I will be putting them, kind of laying them in order up here so I can put them back in order. It's just my OCD about, you don't have to, but in case there was a bad coil pack and the computer started having a pending code, it'd be nice to put it back in the same place so it shows up and not confuse the computer or yourself if you have to do some kind of diagnosis on misfiring and stuff. So basically now I'm just taking the 10mm socket with my fingers and just rotating it counterclockwise to get it out of the way. If you kind of see it. And this engine's not terribly high. I just drove it to go get some lunch. But go ahead and get this going. So I'll probably just do a time lapse. This may be a little bit boring for y'all, but you know, that nut just comes off here. We're gonna set that to the side and basically just kind of twist and pull up straight up on the coil pack, you know, and we're gonna lay it over. I'll show you in a minute, off to the side, all in order. So we're gonna do all 6 like this, all right? Get extension on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these 3 out so I don't get confused. Show you what I got. I got them lined up in order from front to back, and just let's just do this one driver side while we're at it right now, so we keep everything in order, and we'll go from there. All right, so I got the 5/8. This is actually a socket extension that's got a rubber piece. So what happens is, whenever you stick the spark plug in there, it'll actually hold it so it doesn't fall out. So that's a cool little thing, you know, that helps out. And I got 2 extensions. Well, probably just need really one. See, that'll catch it. Going down in here. Yeah, that'll work. So we're just gonna go counterclockwise and break these loose. Oh, there we go. They are tight. So let's go ahead and get this one, and we'll go ahead and start replacing one at a time. And we'll hand tighten the new ones going in first before you use a ratchet. You don't want to cross thread that, then we're gonna have a problem. And that's to tell the condition of the engine too. The cool thing about this, you know, if it's running lean or rich, you know, you can tell by the condition of your spark plugs. They should be like a light brown color. It shouldn't be too white or too black. That means it's either running too rich or too lean. So let's see what we got here. And this is, yeah, see, it should be like a light brown color, kind of like this, you know what I mean? So this looks like they're running pretty good. We're gonna check the spark gap, but I bet you that spark gap is pretty wide compared to what I got here. So as you see, I mean, that is really wide, and I think that's why it's kind of missing. It's just time for a tune-up. I mean, it's got too wide of a gap there. So let me go ahead and get some grease and put on the new one around the threads here. This is the old one, obviously. So hold on one sec. So this is where that Antiseize lubricant comes in. It's just like a clear lubricant, from what I remember. If it tore right. It might not have tore right. Hold on. So basically, here's a new one, and I'm just going to get a little bit of this Antiseize lubricant, just to kind of go right there on it. You know what I mean? Just enough to kind of go around it. You don't want to get any on the electrode. Don't get none on here. You know what I mean? It's just to make it easier to come out next time, basically. So just get a little wrap around like that and stick it back in your socket for your spark plug, you know, and then we'll go ahead and reseat this new one. I'm gonna wipe my hands. All right, so we went ahead and hand tighten it, and now we're just gonna make sure it's tight with a ratchet and just go slow with it. You know, you don't want to break off the spark plug in there, and then you want to just get it where it seats and kind of just torque it down, kind of a little bit like that, probably, yeah, right there. And we're gonna go ahead and do all 6 of them. Hey, you know, I see you over here. You want to come up, man? It's not right, buddy. You can come up here. Oh, yeah, look at that one. That's more help. Sure. All right, so next new one. I'm not gonna bore y'all with this. We're gonna fast forward to. I'm gonna do them all, and I'll come back and we'll start putting the coil packs back on and plug them back in, and that's basically about it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these coil packs back in, and they just slide right on top of it. And you know, you gotta slide. If you see that, you probably can't see it on them, but it's the hole slides on top of this. Just kind of wiggle it down and put the nut back on. We'll tighten all this and plug it back in and be good to go. So pretty simple stuff. You know, you can probably see it more in this one. Here's the second. And it just slides right over that nut built in, and that's it. You put this 2mm nut on top and just tighten that down. So we go ahead and knock all these out. And then you know, once everything's nice and tight, you know, we're gonna plug everything in just like that. Then we can crank the car back up and then take it for a test drive, make sure it's good. Yeah. All right, so I got this passenger side done. Everything's been taken care of. Everything's been going over. All the coil pack nuts are good. Everything's nice and tight. Make sure everything's back like it should be. So now we should be able to crank it up and go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and crank her up. I always like turn the cars back on after I work on them, so make sure there's no check engine light. And it should be a lot smoother. Because I had like it seemed like it was a little bit of a mess before, you know. That seems like it's running a little smoother so far, because it was jumping, man. It was like, you know, you can tell it was like misfiring or something. So we'll let it warm up, see how it does. After a little road trip, and go from there. So thanks for catching me for another quick video. If y'all like the content that I'm bringing, please like, share, subscribe, you know. DM me in the comments below. Let me know. Probably when we get this stimulus money, I'll probably go ahead and get a steering rack, put that in, get 2 front tires, get everything lined on the front end. That way, you know, all that's nice and straight. I may do a stereo upgrade. I don't know. You know, I just take my kids back and forth with this car. But check out Watch JR Go. Man, he's building a BMW X5. He's kind of not rebuilding, but he's maintaining one that he got from Lamborghini, man. He's going to be giving that away for $1. So, you know, check out his channel, man. It's kind of cool. All right, see you in the next one. Bye.